Wow. I could stay here all day, probably. I'm in Churchill, a tiny town in the north of Manitoba. It's one of the most remote towns in Canada. There's not much going on here at first glance. It's just a sleepy, quiet town in the middle of nowhere. But there's something special about Churchill. Its population actually doubles for a couple of months every year, but not with people, but polar bears. The people of Churchill don't seem to be fazed too much by the fact that they're living side by side with these creatures for a couple of months every year.
I'm just aware of my surroundings all the time. I'm always looking around. When I go out on the land, I always have, protection with me. When I see a polar bear, I know I have respect for that bear because that bear, they've been here before we were here. This is their land. And we coexist with them, and they always have the right of way.
Churchill is on the edge of Hudson Bay, and that's what brings the polar bears here. They come and meander into town while they're waiting for the ice to freeze. I'm about to head out onto the tundra where I stand the best chance of seeing some bears for myself. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping I might catch a glimpse, but we'll see.
This is a tundra buggy, very unique in the world, and it was specifically designed to take people safely out onto the tundra in order for us to view wildlife, especially polar bears.
So I'm going to get myself a window seat, but what kind of things should I be looking for?
Today's a little blustery and visibility is up and down, so I'm expecting that we would probably look towards any of the willow bushes, some old beach ridges and stuff like that, an area where they can be comfortable. So let's check those areas out. And of course, anything that's walking along, we might catch along the trail. That's what we're looking for.
And do you think we've got a chance?
There's always a chance. Every season's different, every day is different out here.
Looking out over the tundra, initially it looks very barren and like there's nothing much going on, but actually after you've spent maybe 10 minutes just taking it all in, it becomes apparent there's more going on here than you initially think. You just have to maybe have a bit of patience and something will appear.
Right over there.
Ah!
You got it?
That's so cool. It's just tucked away.
You bet. They love to be comfortable.
Oh, he's having a real roll.
Yeah, see? It's starting to roll.
Doing
That's
a big
right.
yawn.
This is how they like to keep clean and roll around the snow and kind of like taking a bath.
Oh, that's amazing. It was really good to know that coming onto the tundra in the tundra buggy was having no effect. We leave no trace on the landscape and don't bother the bears whatsoever, but we still get to see them. I think the people in Churchill are unique, living in close proximity with these creatures that are famous around the world. You know, so many people would love to spot them, and that's why it's such a special experience to come here. But the people that live side by side with them day by day have a different kind of relationship with them. They're neighbours, and they do a good job of living in harmony.